This message from the National Taxpayer Advocate is intended for Social Security benefit recipients.
Hello, this is Nina Olson, the National Taxpayer Advocate and your voice at the IRS, with an important consumer tax tip about Social Security benefits. Did you know that if you have outstanding tax debts, you may be subject to a levy on your assets and income sources, including Social Security benefits? There are two ways the IRS can levy upon your Social Security benefits: through the Automated Federal Payment Levy Program, or FPLP, or by a manual non-FPLP levy. Under the FPLP, the IRS is able to levy up to 15% of your Social Security benefits each month. There is no similar restriction on a manual levy. Once a levy is in place, the IRS may continue withholding monies from your Social Security benefits until the entire amount of your federal tax debt is repaid, or other payment arrangements are made, or the debt becomes unenforceable by law. Under the Federal Payment Levy Program, the IRS may levy on Social Security retirement payments, survivors' payments, and disability insurance program payments. The IRS does not levy on children's benefits, supplemental security income SSI payments, or lump sum death benefits. If you are receiving Social Security and have an outstanding tax liability, you can take steps now to keep from having your payments levied. The first step is to determine if you owe the tax. The next step is to determine if you are able to pay all or part of the tax you owe. If you think you don't owe the tax, you should call the IRS immediately. If you do owe the tax but can't pay in full, or if a 15% reduction in your Social Security benefit will cause an economic burden, you also should call the IRS immediately. You do have options. The IRS may determine you are currently not collectible. That is, you cannot afford to pay the tax debt now. You can enter into an installment agreement. You can submit an offer in compromise. That is, the IRS may accept what it determines you can pay, even though it is less than the amount owed. You may also be eligible for innocent spouse relief, or for having any penalties removed for reasonable cause, including during certain periods when you were incapacitated by illness or otherwise. When you call the IRS, please be prepared to provide your monthly income and expenses so the IRS can help you resolve this tax matter. Sometimes you may find out about your tax debt only after the IRS has levied on your benefits. If this is the case, again, call the IRS. If the amounts taken out of your Social Security benefits have kept you from paying your basic living expenses, including medical expenses, the IRS may be able to return these levied amounts. Now, I realize that the thought of speaking with the IRS may be intimidating. If you are low income, you may be eligible for free representation before the IRS by a low-income taxpayer clinic. Low-income taxpayer clinics are independent organizations that receive IRS grants to help low-income taxpayers with tax problems. For more information on these clinics and to find one in your state, please visit www.irs.gov/advocate and click on the link for low-income taxpayer clinics. You may also get help from your local agency on aging. If you have authorized someone to act on your behalf through a power of attorney, or if you have a guardian or conservator, that person can communicate with the IRS on your behalf, but must first send in the power of attorney or appointment letter. If you have questions or need information concerning a levy on Social Security benefits, you can contact the IRS toll-free at 1-800-829-7650 to resolve your account. Or, if you'd like more information on this topic, call 1-800-TAX-FORM or 1-800-829-3676 and request publication 4418, What You Need to Know, the Federal Payment Levy Program as it applies to your Social Security benefits. If the levy is causing you economic harm, or if you've tried to resolve your problem with the IRS and you are not getting the help you need, call the Taxpayer Advocate Service for assistance at 1-877-ASK-TAS-1, ASK-TAS-1. Please don't suffer in silence. Thank you, and remember that the Taxpayer Advocate Service is your voice at the IRS.
For more information, contact the Taxpayer Advocate Service by calling 1-877-ASK-TAS1 or visit www.irs.gov/advocate.